Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
Hey, you out there. Do you want energy like this?
Get the energy of me, Brian B. Enter that promo code BrianB, and get 10% off your order today. Get more W. Get more power.
WTW Wrestle Talk Wednesdays.
That's right, it's your boy Brian B from the Beeline Entertainment LLC, followed by the American prodigy Warren Marlowe from the Buzz with Marlowe podcast, and you know your boy Trey on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah! Be there and make sure you check in at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and right after that, for WTW, we got the STR Nation, baby, Brian B, Lay, Slim Jefferson, we talking wrestling. Join us 9 p.m. Eastern Time right after commission talks on WTW. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, buy the merch, check out the website. Do it all.
Everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
Is stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the only one. 'Cause there's something special about you.
Check it out, y'all. Today is the middle of the week. The middle of the week is the day that starts with a W. And then you got a T, and then you got another W. Say it with me, kiddies. Say it with me, boys and girls. That's right, Sesame Street. We'll be proud of y'all. But today we ain't on Sesame Street. Today we ain't on no street. We on the line. That's right. It's me, Brian B. And we back at it. It's 5 p.m. Do you know where your children are? No. But I know where I am. I'm in front of the mic. And it is WTW kicking it off at 5 o'clock with the Commission Talks. Yo. Wrestling has been on fire today, so I can't be calm. Nah, I gotta be wild because wrestling has been great, and we gonna talk about it. This is the season finale of the Commission Talks with your boy, Dre on Wheels, Warren, the American Prodigy, Marlo. I got a badge on. I'm official. Your boy, Brian B. Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring, it's the Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy. Dre on Wheels.
Don't lie and act like I'm crazy for saying it.
Talk about a horror. Don't get a damn manager and learn how to talk about it.
And Brian B.
Wait, let me answer. Cody's story was invested in the Bloodline story, which was already a bigger story, and that's why I couldn't get as invested with Cody as maybe I would have if it was something else.
Commission Talks.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Commission Talks, another episode. This is the season finale episode. You know what happens at the season finale. Some doors close, some doors open, some doors stay the same. I don't know what's going to happen either. First of all, we don't got one of us here, so he'll be here in a little while. That's your first surprise of the night. But it shouldn't be a surprise to you guys. If you haven't already, make sure that you go ahead and you like it, and you share it, and you subscribe to it, because we got a lot more content coming. I don't know if you guys understand this, but we ain't slowing down. We're not stopping. We're just taking a break. We're just taking a break from the in-screen presence. So you guys seeing us, that's the break that we're taking. But behind the scenes, we still gonna be working hard, man. Doing something. We got badges. You got stinking badges. Yo, we got badges now because we trying to be official. We might pop up in your school. We might pop up in your dojo, Cobra Kai. I don't know what we're doing, but we also going to pop up here at the Beeline Entertainment LLC.com, where you can go ahead and watch all of Commission Talks. You can watch all of STR Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talks, as well as all the other content that we have on the Beeline Entertainment LLC, plus more. And we also want to shout out, yo, check it out. If you're looking to advertise your new supplements, or you have something, you know, a nice t-shirt that you want us to throw on and talk about while we talk about wrestling, listen, we is where you are looking for, or what you are looking for, whatever you want to call it. We go and promote it because that's what we do. We're looking for new sponsors. We're looking for new people to promote as well as the stuff that we're doing. So please send us the information. All right, I'm talking too much about myself. I got people with me. Yo, check it out. Bring it to the stage. You got my man, brother of the Commission, Dre on Wheels. What up, Dre?
Yo, the energy, man. It's the energy.
I'm wild
man.
today.
I love it. What it do, man? WTW, man.
WTW, bro. Yeah, man, we got a lot to WCW. This W. Yo, it's been crazy in wrestling. We've been talking about it, man. We've been talking about it all week, really.
Yes, man. There's been a whole lot going on, man. From, SmackDown last week, Monday Night Raw, just everything, all the news in between. It's a lot. And also, like you said, man, it's the season finale. Yeah, we're going to take a on-screen break, but trust and believe it, we are still going to be doing a whole lot more. Definitely if you follow Brian B, Warren Marlowe, and myself. So the content is definitely coming, man. For real.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a big thing. You know, we you know, when you look back, you know, just to kind of start the show off, like you look back and you know, I started with you guys. I think it was like the almost close to the end of last year, where it was like we were in the holiday season. I think it was more like November, around that time. So think about it, bro. Since November, we've been rocking. I think we took a short break after, you know, for the holidays, for Christmas and everything. Yeah. But we've been rocking for 6 straight months, man. Wednesday after Wednesday after Wednesday. And it's a lot of content. It's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of work, putting the show together and everything like that. How do you enjoy your downtime? Like some of the downtime that you do take when you are.
Man, because after Saturday, I got a whole free week because
There you go.
obviously we got a commission, on break, the podcast show on break, but Beyond 11:30 comes back later next month, so I got a break, man. But when I ain't doing, nothing podcast related, I'm finding a good television show, a good movie, or I'm with my little man who's in the background right now. I just had him on my lap, but he like to move. He ain't no staying still. Ain't
Oh
none
yeah,
of that.
that's
When I
2-year-olds.
yeah, exactly. I shared the clip, him unplugging when he unplugged the Wi-Fi and everything. But we'll go outside, but it's hot. It's hot outside. It's like 100
Yeah, man.
degrees.
It's 98 degrees down here.
Yeah, like so we'll go to the playground, play, or go out front and ride them around and stuff like that. But man, oh man, but that's really what I be doing. Other than that, or making some short clips, or trying to from future guests like this lady who helped me get Kofi Brown. She had some more recommendations of guests, and I told her sure I can, probably squeeze her in. But I told her about the break and everything, so she's
Yeah,
wonderful, a nice little PR person. So the downtime is very important. Very
I feel
important.
you. I feel you, bro. Yeah, it's definitely important. I mean, sometimes it gets hard because you don't want to step away, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing so much. You want to make sure that you keep that motivation. Similar to like what you'll hear about, like, if you were looking behind the scenes stuff with wrestlers, you don't want to walk away, bro. Like if you step out that limelight, it's hard to jump back in where you were, reclaim your position.
And when I first started, man, I started in 2019, and it wasn't until 2022. So that was like almost 3 years. It was like 2.5 years.
Long
I was just
time.
going straight, straight
Mm.
every week. And I didn't want to take that break. I didn't. But I was just like, you know what? Damn, it's nice, and obviously preparation for the baby and stuff. So
Yeah.
I manage even trying to when I do manage it, and also keep putting content out there because there's always something new.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially with wrestling. That's why,
Yeah.
guys, I wanted to share this. Hopefully, I think we're pretty much we want to come back. We're going to be returning back to Wrestle Talk Wednesday on man, can't get it out. All right, I got it out. Before SummerSlam, and SummerSlam is of course August 4th. I believe that Wednesday is like the 31st. So around that time, so it'll give us a nice month to kind of recuperate and, build some anticipation. We have a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today, since we are not going to be talking about it, like, Money in the Bank or Forbidden Door, and, some other things that are going on, because wrestling, like we said, we're picking the time to go on break when wrestling just, like, ramped up to, like, 100 and shit.
Yeah, and I don't want everybody to get it. I don't want everybody to get it wrong. I'm pretty sure, we all gonna still probably doing, our own, content. But
Oh, yeah.
Warren, I'm pretty sure Brian as well.
For sure.
Probably, gonna have and I was telling you how I'm, got Lamar in the setup, and I'm, possibly probably gonna try to do a watch along or something like that. So
Oh, yeah.
We'll be around. We'll be around.
Yeah.
You definitely, got our eyes open.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. We definitely going to be here. It's too much not to talk about. But yeah, TikTok is definitely growing into a big one here for all of us, really. I know we're all like kind of working on TikTok a lot. And like you said, the watch alongs are something that I put a video out today. Like if you guys saw me like every 5 minutes or so, I'm sitting there going on and off. I'm testing out different softwares and stuff like that, or whatever different things I'm using to try to see what looks the best. I'm really trying to focus on just making this shit look good for you guys, man. I know it's important. You don't want to see nobody over here struggling.
Yeah.
Fucking like you're a robot and shit. Nah, you want to have some fun, man. But Dre, so it's a place where we talk wrestling, man. One thing I wanted to jump on first and just kind of tackle, especially give Warren some time to jump in. Hopefully we don't want to miss the season finale. Guys, we are also doing STR Straight Through the Ropes tonight. We'll also be having a season, not really a season finale. We just kind of going on a break. We don't really got seasons, I don't think, over there, but we're gonna be having the same thing. I'm hoping Lay, shout out to Lay. She was not feeling well. So I don't know. Hopefully she'll be on, but she may not be, but big shout out to her. Also, big shout out to Roman Reigns, man. Roman Reigns recently just lost his pops. The legendary Wild Samoan Sika. You guys know back in the day, the Wild Samoans, they kind of paved the way. Like some of the first, definitely some first Samoan tag team wrestlers, I believe. The Rock's dad was the first black African American tag team champions. So a lot of history, yo. From the Wild Samoans came the Head Shrinkers. You remember the Head Shrinkers? With Rikishi, and I forgot who the other person was with Rikishi and the Head Shrinkers. I forgot his name. But the Head Shrinkers used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid, bro. When I see them dive off the thing, and then Sika was their manager. If I'm not mistaken, or Alpha was their manager. They used to come out with him, and he'd have the bone chain on, and he'd be crazy eating the chicken and shit like that or whatever. But rest in peace to those guys, man. Because they definitely made a lot of noise in the industry, and then birthed the generation we know now that are the greats, man. Look at the bloodline conversation. The bloodline conversation. We gonna talk some shit today, right?
That bloodline conversation gonna go on years and years from now, man. And
forever,
you
bro.
Look back and be like, yo, man, I was there at the beginning, or I came in at the middle, or it's. I feel like also before we dive into everything, when Rocky showed that tree at the press conference, man, I think that set it all for it to go on and on. You see names like Jacob Fatu, you saw a name like Jacob Fatu, which he debuted, and just so many other names. So the bloodline history runs deep. But yeah, Roman Reigns, man, definitely been taking some time off of TV right now, and well deserved. Longest reigning champion of the modern day era and history in WWE. But man, I know the moment definitely where his father crowned him as tribal chief back in 2020, I believe. But real sad though. So prayers definitely go out to Roman. I know he lost his brother Rosie, and some years ago.
Man, remember that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Rosie was also he was great. The stuff that he did, and
Umaga and Rosie, the 3-minute warning. They were great. Him and Hurricane, his sidekick. Such great talents, man. The bloodline, like you said, bro. The Rock coming out there. The Rock, first of all, being a member of the board, being able to make these decisions and these calls. I'm pretty sure that's going to be effective. He's going to look his family out. You saw immediately he's out there and put his grandmother in the Hall of Fame, and definitely making sure his family is looked after. But you see, like you said, Jacob Fatu, man, you have one of the biggest things that happened this week that completely put a whole new spin on the bloodline game, because the bloodline, believe it or not, was kind of getting a little, in my opinion, it was getting a little stale, bro. I wasn't really feeling the whole Solo when Tama Tonga came and he wasn't stepping up as like the next big thing. I was like, all right, man, what are these guys about to do? And it was getting a little old for me. Let me tell you something. On Friday, when he came out there and kicked all three of their ass, I'm talking Cody, I'm talking Randy, I'm talking KO. He kicked all their ass by himself. Bro, I don't think you could make a bigger statement, bro. How'd you feel when you was watching that shit?
Man, when I saw it, man, I was just like, okay, we got the Cody and Solo Sikoa match. I mean, I think Solo needs win. He needs some wins. He been a guy who sort of been in this tribal chief role, and calling all these shots. But we all know Solo win-loss record. I mean, it might not mean as much, but it ain't good though. So it did get a little dry. I admit to it. I believe the most interesting thing for me was the stuff between Solo and Heyman. And even what Heyman said to Punk is like, "Take me with you."
Like crying with it and shit.
When you notice Paul Heyman, or when Roman Reigns was champ, even when he wasn't there, you notice Paul Heyman looked like he just been through hell, and he just looked just depressed. So
he is.
That been the most interesting thing for real. I mean, Tama Tonga and Tonga Lee, joining the group was definitely impressive. It was dope. Some new stuff. But Jacob Fatu coming in, I
Wrecking
think that
House.
is, yeah, I think that is going to be a big game changer. And on Friday night, they're supposed to do an acknowledgement ceremony.
Yeah.
And if I remember, the last time they did an acknowledgement ceremony, I believe wasn't it? I'm thinking it was the Sami Zayn one where they had Sami Zayn into the group. I'm not sure, but yeah, a lot of stuff is and the way they played it too as well with Solo saying Roman ain't coming back,
Yeah.
and I think he's gonna pop up on SmackDown. I don't know, but
I think so too. I mean, it would be awesome to see it sooner than later. But one thing I did notice is, like we just said, if they are planning something for, a SummerSlam or whatever, no matter what, SummerSlam is one of the biggest ones. You got to do something, bro. Like, I can't imagine Roman Reigns being out until next year. He's got to pop the fuck up somewhere, bro. That's way long, right?
yeah,
I don't know.
and not to cut you off too. Like I think they using that. We want Roman. They've been chatting that we want Roman. Now they could just have him pop up, unexpectedly, or what they could do is do some video packages and build him up. Well, they could go both ways, but the way it's looking, with Jacob Fatu now, in the bloodline, and Solo saying Roman ain't coming back. I don't know. It looked like it coming back, but I'm loving this new Jacob Fatu in the group.
Yeah.
I think it's about to take it to another level, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely loving it too, man. One of the biggest things that we've been talking about on this show, I mean, just to kind of celebrate, I guess, this season, you know what I mean? Like, these last, 6 months that we've been talking wrestling. I mean, the bloodline, be real, like the last 3 years, that we've been talking wrestling. It's the bloodline has been one of the biggest stories, and definitely speaks volumes that we are still, having, big conversation with these guys, man. So big ups to them, big ups to The Rock, to their family. And thank you to them for the great, entertainment, bro, that they're providing for us. But let's go ahead and take a step back, Dre, because I do want to talk about some shit. Last week we've been on different shows and stuff like that where we've talked about like the stuff that's happened with the last week in wrestling with the Wyatt Six and, of course, Jacob Fatu coming in and everything like that. But I do want to also take some time to mention like the other stories that are going on. First off, since I'm the host tonight, listen, I got the seat. I got the seat tonight. I've been on other shows and talking shit lately, but this man right here, let me tell y'all something right now, bro.
Okay.
I want to tell y'all a story real quick. Drew McIntyre came, and everybody said when he first came back, this was back in 2010, I believe. Drew McIntyre came, he was supposed to be the next guy. Brock Lesnar was the next big thing in 2002. Well, Drew McIntyre was supposed to be the next big thing in 2010. Except he didn't look like this. He was a skinny guy and no hair, freshly baby face, young dude. And that shit didn't work at all. So they put his ass in a group with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. And they were called 3MB, 3-man band. They used to dance around with leather pants and shit with no guitar.
And they had no instruments. Nothing.
No instruments, whatever. There was fucking air guitar in it like a mother. But at the same time, Drew McIntyre, he ain't really going nowhere. He came back. He was the Scottish Psychopath. He was the Shawn Michaels. He was the Diesel to Dolph Ziggler's Shawn Michaels. It was that combination again, and it worked. It worked.
It did. It really
worked.
did.
Dolph and McIntyre was phenomenal. I liked it.
It was. I loved it.
He went from that shit to riding that psychotic psychopath, which was amazing. It was great. It was really good. To getting into the fans and the WWE and everything like that or whatever. And then he became the good guy. And then we had COVID and he won the belt. He beat Brock Lesnar. He kicked him out of the Royal Rumble with a dominating performance from Brock Lesnar. And he was going soaring. And everybody was like, oh, he's going to be the face of the company. Blah, 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 blah. No, he wasn't. Maybe it was because of COVID. Whatever. Then he went back. Did the good guy role for a while. Got injured 50,000 fucking times. Then he went back. Okay. Then something happened, yo. I don't know what it was. I don't know what flip it was. But I kept saying on this show here, Drew McIntyre needs to be a heel. He needs to do something heel. He needs to do this heel, whatever. I kept saying it. But they never really did it. But they hinted towards it. And they did this and they did some slide shit that I never saw WWE do. They made him just tell the truth. They didn't make him be mean. They didn't make him do anything. They just made him, I'm losing for no reason. I'm too big for this shit. I'm this, I'm that. This guy can't beat me. What makes you think JD McDonough can fight me? He was absolutely right. And then after a while, he did that shit, and then he started trolling motherfuckers on TikTok and Instagram. And we watching like Drew McIntyre fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre has become, let me give him pay homage, have become one of my favorite reasons to watch fucking wrestling, yo. And it's crazy because I was a hater, bro. I was like, Drew, boring as shit. That's why I had to tell that story real fast, yo. I was like, Drew is boring, bro. How do you feel, man? Yo, cause
okay,
bro,
yeah,
man.
Okay. To you know what you just said of Drew McIntyre is supposed to be the chosen one by Mr. McMahon. I remember that, and things just didn't work out. He went off, did his indie stuff, came back phenomenal with Dolph Ziggler. Even in NXT when he was in NXT,
that's right.
Came up to the main roster, and I think what happened was that when I think it was in 2021. I think when the fans started coming back around in July of 2021, it was Money in the Bank, or it was that SmackDown before Money in the Bank where the fans started coming back. But I think it was around that time-ish that Drew McIntyre just felt like, I don't know. But even, in between, it was like he was, his character was like not connecting with a lot of people
at
because
all.
Everybody wanted him to be this dominant heel, which he was, but like I said, I think the pandemic killed sort of everything, his momentum. No fans were there, people didn't really give a fuck no more. Everybody stopped paying attention to Roman Reigns. He became the tribal chief, so he became the talk of the town. And Drew McIntyre didn't no more. So then him losing in his hometown to the Clash of the Castle the first time, I think that was really the icing on the cake. And then with Jey Uso and all of them CM Punk came back. Now you talking, because now you're starting to see a little different side of Jey Uso, and these storylines that he's telling, how he don't like Jey Uso there because he was the reason he didn't win that Clash of the Castle. He don't want Punk there because he looked up to Punk, but Punk said, "I'm leaving, deuces, and I don't want shit to do with wrestling." So he's mad because he's back, but he wanted to, it's so much going on. But yeah, man, Drew McIntyre is a very important stable of Monday Night Raw, man. And what he's doing right now, I'm loving it, man. I'm really loving it. So I can't wait for the match.
Me neither. This is the thing, like, this is one thing that I've been thinking about, the Drew McIntyre CM Punk shit. Like, who's supposed to win that, man? Because if you think about it, Drew, his character is definitely elevated. It's elevated past the belt. It's elevated past a lot of things. But that shit only takes you so far. Like, him losing again after everything, like all the stuff he's done, all the stuff he's been through, he hasn't won, bro. That's the only thing.
And I feel like where you can go with this is have Drew wins. Punk screwed him twice. He had his moment sort of taken from him at WrestleMania with no fans and all of this. So, and he didn't win that Clash of the Castle in Scotland. So he beats Punk. But then, and only then, Drew obsession sort of gets the best of him the most, to where, he just go overboard, beat the hell out of him. But then it flips, to where CM Punk has an obsession with Drew McIntyre, which really the exception is with Drew, with Punk. And Punk is just like, well, I'm back and I'm trying to do my thing, but you just mad I'm here. But I think when he beats him, I think the obsession going to turn around to where now Punk can't do anything else but talk about Drew McIntyre. So I think the story is good.
I think so too. I think it's a lot of dynamic, and the way that they're scripting, television right now has been like it's been great, bro. You were expecting the Wyatt Six, and then open the door and see Drew McIntyre, and then him coming back on Raw this week and just like kind of announcing more, just like the nail in the coffin, man. He's trying to get into Money in the Bank, and it's just real interesting, fucking with Adam Pearce.
Yeah, which CM Punk is going to cost them that Money in the Bank match, and they played it well on SmackDown, making you think it was the Wyatt Six and talking about security when the security was actually for Drew McIntyre. You know, it was that was that. So they played it well.
Yeah, they definitely did. Speaking of, that's, SmackDown and the Wyatt Six and everything like that. You know, they had their debut, and it was definitely amazing.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. I wanted to say something else about SmackDown though, real fast. Chelsea Green winning.
I was definitely gonna get to that.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm definitely getting Chelsea. Chelsea, listen. Yeah, go ahead. Speak on it because that's a big topic right there.
Yeah, it is though because I like how I forgot who else was in the match though besides Bianca, but I love how she did not win because her and Jade was talking about how they wanted to get their tag team titles back. Yeah, and they both were in single matches, qualifying for the Money in the Bank, which they were in single matches for the Queen of the Ring tournament. They both lost. I mean, Bianca won one, but they both lost. Drake interview and 09 Radio and waited.
That's right. Yeah, I'm bald now, damn it. It's all gone, all right?
But yeah, when she won, man, I was too thrilled about it, man. Like, she has been one person in the women's division besides everyone else, like Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca, who's just like a staple in the division that's like doing something every week. Yeah. And she comes in and she tries her hardest, she tries her best, and she get everything over that she does. And
really, for real,
helped, and to help her, or which helps her, is Samantha Urban, who does her entrance. Everybody loves the way she says her entrance and everything. So I think this is perfect, though. A question that I talked about on the TikTok video, and she also said that she's an advocate of bringing back the Divas Championship. Now, do you think that will work in today's WWE if she will bring back the Divas Championship? I feel like she's the only one, maybe not the only one. I think you got Tiffany Stratton, but she's a little more athletic though. But I think Chelsea Green would definitely make it work though. But how you feel about that?
I think the same thing. I think that Chelsea has the charisma. I think it's a good idea as far as not replacing one of the titles, but adding a title. Yeah. The Divas Championship was named the Divas Championship not for the Divas. That was just the women's title that they had. That's what they named it. But then they said, hey, we want to take the title a little bit more seriously. It's the women's championship, which was a good decision. It's not a wrong decision. But like she said, if she has an idea of like, yo, I want the Divas champion. I'm a diva. I'm a beautiful woman doing my shit.
They had the women's championship, but then they scratched that because they realized they didn't have any like women, more
wrestlers.
Yeah, like
they do now.
And I think they had all these Diva Search 2004, 2005. Where you get Stacey Keebler, Toria Wilson, you got all these pretty face white models. Be real with you. Some of them were black though, but you got them, and they were more diva-like rather than women wrestlers.
Yeah,
so I think that's where that Divas Championship came.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was way more important to them back in the day to have eye candy. There's no doubt about it. Eye candy was one of the biggest things back in wrestling, and for good reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of wrestling, like, we got another topic we're going to talk about in a minute. It's going to kind of tie into this as well. But being able to see the beautiful women in wrestling, you able to, majority men are, fans of wrestling, more than anything. So, that draws in attention, man. You see beautiful women in the ring, wrestling and stuff like that, big titties, you know what I'm saying? That's life,
especially when you're a guy like both of us, and you watching a full wrestling match or full show where guys just got trunks on and boots on.
I'm telling you,
you want to see some eye candy. You
want to break, yeah.
Exactly.
They also add to the dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We, like I said, we're gonna talk about it in 1 second, like this, off this topic, because it's a good ass topic. Because bringing the Divas Championship back, it does represent a championship. Like, it is something that can be drawn out. Like you said, Tiffany Stratton, she is athletic, but it's something that can happen.
Or would it benefit to have, more so a women's intercontinental championship, or
That would
rather
benefit
just
more.
bring in the Divas Championship back?
Yeah. I personally think my side, if Chelsea wanted to do it, I think Chelsea could pull it off and just do it for her. Just like Matt, just like her husband. Do it like I got the internet champion, I'm the internet champ, whatever, the Ice-T champion, whatever. And she could do that. So she could be, I'm the Divas champion. And then she can keep that shit forever, honestly, even when she loses it or if she loses it. So, that could be something that could be a gimmick for her. It could carry her. It could give her something to do. I think it would be great. And then you can even have a match. You think you're the Divas champion, I'm the Divas champion. And then two people, it can definitely build a story. But an IC championship for the women, even if it's whatever you want to call it, I don't know, fucking European women's champion. Yeah, it could be anything.
They got a mid-card title for the women in NXT, so I think it'd be fitting for to at least have women who's not in the tag team or who's not in the women's championship picture, something else they could do. And
if they had one, Dre, if they started one tomorrow, who's your first pick for who should have it? Who would you say? Well, there's a mid-card women's title. I think that they should get it right away.
Well, I'm a huge fan of one lady or one chick that she was bad at NXT, and that was Shayna Baszler. I'm a huge fan of Shayna Baszler. I feel like they just ain't getting it right with her right now. But since Chelsea Green is on the up, I would prefer, even if she did go for this Divas title thing, advocate to bring it back, and she has it. And, she's impressive with it. She does everything with it. And they decide, you've been successful with this. We're going to now change the Divas Championship into like the women's intercontinental television champion, whatever, like that.
Yeah.
And it replaces that. Yeah, it transitions. So, I would say Shayna, I would put her women's champion, but I would go with Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea Green is on a roll.
Yeah, me too.
Doing things. So
me too.
I think everybody else is taking. Liv doing her thing. Rhea, she's gonna be all right. She don't need a championship. Bianca, fine. So yeah,
definitely.
It brought me back when I see Liv, man. Every time you said she a freak, she looked like a girl. She from New Jersey.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that in 1 second because we got to get that whole segment. Something we're gonna talk about right now. But I think if I had to pick somebody to put it on, just to kind of give them something that I think they'd have some decent matches and stuff like that, I would go with Tiffany. I think Tiffany Stratton is definitely. She's built up. Not you, baby. IT Tiff over here, y'all. Dancing, as I said it. But literally, like, I think she has the caliber to step in the picture for it at least, and really, like, make it like, give it some immediate, like, kind of glory. She boasts about it. If I'm the first one, she'd build that shit up super hard. Chelsea would too, for sure. But I just think just giving somebody a chance, I can see Chelsea. I think Chelsea should win that Money in the Bank. That's for sure. We're going to talk about that shit in a minute too. But
okay. I'm still listening to you. I'm about to lay them down, though.
Guys, if you guys didn't know, but recently we had a conversation with Triple H and Mr. Pat McAfee. And apparently he leaked some information, which we were all kind of like, already speculating and everything like that at the beginning. But apparently Triple H made it very clear that when Netflix, when WWE goes to Netflix, this is going to be a little bit more raunchy, man. It ain't going to be the product that we've been watching these last 10, 20 years almost. It's going to be going back a little bit more to what we used to watch back in the day. And I really wanted to talk about this because this is something that, if you're paying attention and you've watched the product for more than just like, maybe the 2010 era where, the late 2000s, really the PG era started to kind of come together. But if you get into 2010, 2011, 2012, like every now and then you had a little bit more attitude than maybe a little, but it really was raunchy back in the day, bro. Like, you had a lot of shit that they won't do anymore. But watching today's product in this last week in wrestling, from the Wyatt Six shit to all the stuff with Liv, like you were just saying, Dre, like Liv, like I said last week, like Liv is a freak, bro. Like there's no fucking way she's playing that to the T. Like that's exact. I can see. I guarantee that she. I mean, I'm not saying she's not like mean or bad or anything. I'm just saying I guarantee that girl's a damn freak, yo.
Look at the best characters are when they're yourself, just turned up a notch.
For real. But them allowing her to kind of do that, like, you know, calling Dom daddy and shit, and just kind of like the stuff that they've been doing, I really do see, even if you really pay attention, like, you know, Mi Shin was the one who was in that match. Mia Yim was the one that was in that match with Bianca and Chelsea. And her outfits lately, like, you starting to see the outfits, Lena jump on there, titties was all out. I'm like, they going fucking back. They starting to go back.
Yeah, man. For a while, if you like how you just said, if you've been watching, they made a question. I forgot what it was. Something. Somebody said something in the ring. Who was here? CM Punk. CM Punk on Friday Night SmackDown. He said, "Who was here in this building in 2011?" What was that? Maybe,
that's right. Yeah.
12, 13, 14 years ago, and not even half of that building said yes. You know, you didn't hear. Everybody was like, it was like a more silence. Maybe because I wouldn't hear from what I heard 10 years ago. People who tuned into wrestling maybe 10 years ago, 7 years ago, if they still watching wrestling, they grew up. And I think even what they did it with the Attitude Era, man, you got to grow with times, man.
Yeah,
and
you do.
I feel like what Triple H saying they getting on Netflix and being uncensored. I mean, you're on Netflix. I mean, come on. Like, it don't really, I guess, get any better than that. But I think Raw is going to be definitely a must-see show when it gets to Netflix in January. Just it's supposed to be dramatic stories and, you know, it's supposed to be free on the mic or whatever. Who knows, man? I know I will mark out if they say, "And your winner, Seth fucking Rollins."
I don't know if they're gonna go into all of that. That's fucking deep right there.
Yeah, I don't know if
But
I don't
damn.
know if the commentary would do that. But I know I can see Seth Rollins getting so upset and being like, "Yeah, I won."
Going crazy.
And you gotta remember my name. My name is Seth
fucking Rollins. I'll tell you right now, I'll lose my shit. Listen, speaking of that, I want to remind you guys, I found this picture. I was looking for certain pictures, and I got more, but I'm just going to put one up for you guys. I want to remind you guys, this is who is running WWE right now, y'all. All right, so like we said before, like, you know, there's definitely casual fans, there's definitely younger fans, but the ones who are in their mid-30s, who've been watching this shit forever, you know that DX, the original D Generation X, not even DX, not the fun shit that came back for a little while with the Spirit Squad and Vince McMahon and shit. Nah, I'm talking about D Generation X. These motherfuckers were wild, bro. The stuff they used to do, them, China, making girls flash them and shit, they were wild. Okay? And these are the ones who are in charge of this shit now. So I'm telling you.
I missed that day. I came a little late from that one.
Bro, I'm telling you, I remember the press conference when they were having the press conference and they were telling them, they told me to shut the fuck up. And you can't say fuck no more. Yeah, exactly. I was like, Bro, they used to be wild. So it's like seeing, like, you know, the opportunity for them to jump onto Netflix and have more freedom and be a little bit more aggressive. I've been saying this shit for weeks, man. I like adult television. I'm tired of the kiddie shit. I'm tired of the soft play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see some reckless shit. I want to see Liv riding Dom and shit. That's my alley right there.
And that goes into what Triple H saying too. We don't want to continue, or we don't want to insult the fans' intelligence.
That's
like,
right.
We know what it is, though. Like, especially if you're gonna have a cage match and you jamming somebody's head up against a cage and they ain't bleeding. Like, come on, bro.
Stop playing.
Stop playing. Like, you know, like, we don't want to see. Oh man, you know, this Sunday I'm gonna kick your keister and I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna kick it again. No, fuck that. Look at you got some kids here. Let's be honest. Like Rock said, look at grown folks got to do what grown folks do.
That's right.
And we're going to win some fucking shit. That's what we're going to do. If we want to see that on Monday Night Raw, bro. On Monday I'm telling you, bro. Like, don't insult nobody intelligent. Ain't nobody real life saying, yo, they'll kick your butt. No. Ain't no grown male telling another grown male he's gonna kick their butt. No, I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't get out my face. Like, you gonna get like some real shit. Like,
Dre,
real
yo,
shit,
you
bro.
just Dre just went in, bro. I'm definitely going. I'm definitely clipping the shit out of that right there. He said, "I'm gonna kick your keister." Triple H is like, "We ain't playing this shit when we killing motherfuckers on."
Hell yeah.
Drew McIntyre
Yeah.
killed CM Punk in fucking
Hey,
Chicago, bro.
Hey, look at it's a lot of competition and some a lot of good shows on Netflix.
Telling you,
and,
bro.
And
It
for them
is.
to be like an episodic show that comes on every single week throughout the year, dog, like come on, bro. They gaining for that number one spot each and every week in the television, spot and everything. So nah.
Yeah,
No.
they definitely are, and like you said, yeah, they'll pop in new episode, but at the same time, I was thinking of this shit too because here's the thing, if they do put Raw on Netflix, remember Raw is still only the only show that's going. It's not like they're gonna make one product a little raunchier. Like I'm pretty sure like it's gonna be across the board. So
Yeah, but I hear they all coming in January. I hear I don't know what's up with the NXT deal because I heard maybe it was March, and then I'm hearing it's in October. So they're
Yeah.
gonna go to the CW, and I think a lot of the contracts and Raw is they extended their contract with USA for the end of the year. SmackDown is gonna move to the USA from Fox until the Netflix deal kick in. So everything from Raw, SmackDown,
good.
NXT, and all the pay-per-views are going
I'm
to be
down.
on Netflix.
That is the greatest decision. I know we said it. Like if you guys have been watching, I know at some point we have said it on this show that why the hell do they have like this here, this there, that's there? It's just confusing. I'm pretty sure they're confused with it too. And just to have the one place, Netflix of all places, which is a perfect place. And stop bitching too, bro. It's 100, they always go prices up. Man, yeah, because they got content, bro. The shows are great, man. Of course they're going to raise it. It's not like they're $40. It's $20, man. Pay your little money. You used to pay $60 a fucking month for the pay-per-view. Now you can't pay $20 like fucking cable bills more than that. Like, but
Exactly.
I'm super excited about having them jump all on Netflix. I didn't hear that. And I mean it makes the most NXT, all of that shit. Put all of it on Netflix, yo. One stop shop. Motherfuckers gonna be in that bitch every day. They're gonna be number one every week, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's no way around that. I can't see them every week. It's no show that's on Netflix. And then when I was watching the interview with Pat McAfee and Triple H, it's going to raise more eyebrow. Like WWE, when they hit Netflix, they're going to be the like most watched entertainment like show. Not just like watching it, like tuning in, but like so many people are going to be watching them to see like, okay, now how can we get on Netflix and how can we do some shit like that? But
That's true.
I think WWE is the only thing that where it's like 52 weeks a year that's on every single week.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be a big project. It's gonna open a lot of doors, and of course, and you remember they got a TKO tie-in, they got UFC tie-in. I'm pretty sure Netflix knows that that's money, bro. If they can get UFC up in there and fucking stop fucking with Hulu because the Hulu shit ain't working, I'm
They're
telling
gonna
you,
do the
bro.
UFC. They
Please
did a
do that
UFC
shit, yo.
in Saudi Arabia last week too.
That's
so,
right. Yeah, that's right. But it's definitely a fun time. Yo, it's an amazing time to be a fan of combat sports right now, bro, because just it's so much going on and there's so much that we're about to see. I know this episode, hey, Warren's not here.
Yeah.
Not that not that he really, kills like, WWE or anything like that, but I know we're not as, diverse. I know we do have, coming up, with AEW, you do have Forbidden Door coming up this weekend. And I'm not going to lie, like, Dre, tell me how you feel. I'm already not the biggest AEW fan. I'm almost not a fan at all. But I still keep up with it. But it's harder for me because I don't really watch New Japan like that. I don't really watch a lot of these things. So when you got something like Forbidden Door, I see a lot of names I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They might be amazing, but...
Yeah, as I see right here, Forbidden Door is not my favorite AEW pay-per-view, and I think only because of maybe the New Japan. I mean, it's not just New Japan. They do AAA, CMLL, all these other different, wrestling promotions, and they
Yeah.
come together. But it's not my favorite. I probably will most likely be tuning in, if it's wrestling on, I'm more
I'm
than likely
watching.
watching.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Swerve versus Osprey. I mean, that's going to be interesting. Besides that match itself, I mean, Daniel Bryan, he always have a good match. I'm not really interested in any. I mean, Orange Cassidy taking on Zack Sabre Jr. Maybe not even the MJF match that he having with Roosh. That I'm
Yeah.
or not Roosh. I think is
I know Slim was super excited about
yeah,
this one.
yeah,
Hikaru or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I'm like I was just telling my guy Edgar. I was on his show last night and how he was mentioning AEW just had their lowest rating Dynamite
Yeah.
last week, and I think AEW just needs to just worry on what they got going on, and if you want to see good wrestling matches, tune in to AEW. Like Jay
Yeah.
White versus Ray Phoenix. Like Ray Phoenix is cool, he's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
Jay White is too. Never really was a big fan. I didn't watch the stuff in New Japan, but I mean, like they put on a good wrestling show, but they don't put on a great television show.
Hey, this
So
you preaching,
that's
bro.
that's
That's
where they
really
need
what
to
it
like.
is.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what WWE. WWE is. Triple H said it the best. WWE is more so. It's a movie about a sport or a television show about a sport. Now AEW is just a wrestling show about wrestling. That's it. That's it. It's a wrestling show about
Yeah,
wrestling. The
that's
next
true.
match coming up is a wrestling match.
It's a wrestling
After
match.
that, there's another wrestling match. We're gonna show a pre-match and little shit, but it's another wrestling match.
That's right.
Monday Night Raw and WWE, we got the theatrics, we got the storytelling, it's theater. That's what pro wrestling is to its core.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
storytelling.
You're right.
So
And also
you gotta
with
get
that, and I was thinking about it because even when I was putting the shows together, like we're gonna do SDR tonight. Like, I mean, if you really think I'm gonna be talking about AEW and Forbidden Door, it's not gonna probably happen. I'm not. I'm pretty sure at this point I'm not the best show. Slim on SDR, he knows all that shit. He's super into it, and he loves it. Not that I don't love wrestling, but I'm just saying like. If you have the product and WWE is dishing out amazing, hamburgers and shit, and they're the McDonald's of the sport, I might go to Taco or whatever, Burger King every now and then, but this shit ain't getting beat right now. So I'm here, bro. I still love wrestling. I love this wrestling more than anything right now. The stories are unbelievable. So that's what I'm saying. I know I wanted to mention Forbidden Door, even like, NXT. NXT's been kind of hitting, with the inclusion of TNA and, stuff they're doing. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I don't
But,
think excuse me, I don't think AEW probably I don't think they may have thought that WWE was probably going to get this hot again. Maybe not
without Vince.
anytime soon.
That loss of
especially
Vince
Lashley.
that turned everything on his head, man.
Yeah, it did. It really
Yeah.
did. I don't think they thought it was going because you got a lot of guys over in AEW who I'm pretty sure say what they, my man, woo, Mr. McMahon over there, yeah, changing TV. Got to throw away the script, write the whole show. Like,
Yup.
like it's a lot of shit. So now they go over there. It's like, woo, we getting paid big money. And
Yeah.
they ain't doing shit. They get, WC, it's a show right now out on Vice called Who Killed WCW. And one thing they was talking about how Eric Bischoff had the motherfucking checkbook of Ted Turner. And most of the guys in WCW, kind of like in AEW, are getting guaranteed contracts.
Yeah,
guys
that's
getting
it.
$4 million, $5 million, $7 million to do shit. Just because you work twice on television shows, like it's like that's not how it is. And I think the guaranteed contracts may have hurt some of the wrestling business because where it's like, okay, well, I'm just here to make money and I'm not really here to put any ambition or any, to my career or help to the other guys though. But I feel like a lot of guys just getting paid over in AEW just to put on a great wrestling match, and,
Bro.
and it's fine, So
You said it best. I mean, that's really what it is, man. It's the same thing. When I used to say, I still say it. It's WCW all over again of the modern era. It's the same fucking formula, man. Yo, here you guys want here's a piece. This is from when Brian B was just about to start. It's one of the most classic fucking rants I've had on here. When I was just about to start running with commission and everything like that, and we had this epic promo talking about what the hell is it called? AEW. I'm about to call it WCW all over. But yeah, I didn't see that that documentary yet, but Lay was talking about it because she was doing stuff before she had her situation. And she wanted to kind of discuss that, like kind of who killed WCW. There's definitely not one person. There's a bunch of people and events that happened. People say Hulk Hogan. People say Eric Bischoff. People say Jeff Jarrett. People got a lot of different mentions.
Definitely not. Real fast before we move on, I don't think it's definitely Jeff Jarrett. I want to say it was Eric. I think Eric Bischoff had a big portion of the demise of WCW, and as well as Vince Russo. Yeah, and Hulk Hogan and a couple of other guys. A lot of guys played a factor into it. Even I didn't even know that Kevin Nash at one point, I think, where Eric Bischoff stepped away, and you got guys like Kevin Nash who's in the NWO, and they're booking the show. Oh yeah, they were booking the way Goldberg should lose, and all this other stuff. So it was crazy. So there's a lot of people who played a factor in it, but I think Eric Bischoff, not giving a recognition to guys like Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Rey Mysterio, all the mid-carder guys, even Jericho and so forth. And he just put all his eggs in one basket with the NWO storyline, and
which was amazing
to go so far. Yeah, it was.
But check it out.
Until it was like 3 NWOs.
Yeah, until it was fucking 5 of them.
You have to go do that shit and sit there. And if, God forbid, I have, you're working or something, you can record SmackDown and watch it. That's more entertaining.
Fuck AEW and Rampage and Collision. They should all just blow each other up. Collide on that shit, okay? And use Dynamite and all that shit. Fucking WCW light. And ain't nobody watching that shit, okay? It's for all the fucking niggas who ain't making it in WWE, who was crying, oh, they're using me. Well, they're using you now. And motherfuckers jumped over there and they found out, well, it's not that good. Edge is over there. No, listen, Edge is over there. You're on a rant now.
I love it.
Edge is over there fucking talking to empty seats. Edge is standing in that ring. Edge is in that ring like this, y'all. What the fuck did I do? There ain't nobody in this shit.
Hey, yo.
I'm like, Triple H, I want to come back. Fuck this shit. There is nobody here, Triple H.
Here's the question I got. What the hell is going on?
Let's go all that shit. All the way back then, Robin Speed. Y'all playing that shit right now because you just reminded me of it when you were saying WCW. I've been saying this shit ever since I started watching this shit. Like, it's WCW, bro. They came out saying we don't want to be WCW. And I'm wondering why. Like I said, multiple times, I have tried. It's not tribalism. It's none of that shit. I've literally given it a chance. I can't see nothing else but WCW. It's the same thing, bro.
And I think he said blow him up with dynamite too. I think what people get their comparisons a lot for WCW is the names of their shows. Like, it's too close to WCW. You got WCW Nitro, and then you got WCW
Dynamite.
AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, same shit.
Same shit.
Y'all the same shit.
So,
Tony Schiavone, you got the same motherfucker on TNT, the same fucking network. That's not that. It's not that. Yes, it is, nigga. Be real. But yo, listen. If you love AEW, you love AEW. If you watch it, I'm not saying don't watch it. I'm glad there is opportunity for people to go and create something new and get your money, get your bag. But at the end of the day, like you said, Dre, you said it best. I don't think anybody was prepared for the level of new beginnings, whatever you want to call it, that WWE is reaching now. They're bringing professional wrestling into a higher light than, believe it or not, than even the Attitude Era. This shit is, every pay-per-view is worldwide at this point. Come on, bro. Shit is international, man. This shit is international. There's no way we're gonna go into January, have kind of a raunchier topic. What's good, bro? UK in the house. Salute to you, brother. But there's no way that we're gonna sit here and have a new product where we have on Netflix a brand new year starting fresh with DX running this shit. And we ain't going to be seeing some craziness. It's going to be blood. It's going to be gruesome matches. It's going to be good matches. It's going to be sexy shit going on. It's going to be anarchy, bro. People going to be loving that shit. So, I don't know.
I think it, I don't want to like with the women. Let's keep the women doing things, but they can go into like good storylines where it gets not necessarily personal, but it can go there. But I don't want to see no bra and panty matches.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get back to that.
I hope.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I think the women's division is running so strong, and doing what they're doing right now.
Shit, because Lyra Valkyria, listen, put her, listen. Lyra and Bailey in a bra and panty match. Listen, I just might sign up for that motherfucker right there.
Yeah, I don't know if they trying to lose all they sponsors.
Yeah, nah, they ain't gonna. I know that ain't happening no more.
The blood, I don't want to see it happen every time. But if we're gonna have a steel cage match, if we're gonna have a Hell in a Cell match, and I'm pretty sure they are hitting on bringing back WWE Bad Blood, which I think this is all like a combination to that event later on. I think in October. So it's like it's cool. Just don't do it every week. Don't John Moxley me.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think we're going in a good direction, and it's also, once again, it's great to talk about wrestling, and that's one of the things. Like, that's what we do, and that's what we promote in, and I think it's going to be awesome to keep going forward with this. But what happened?
I was going to say the budget. From Netflix, for WWE putting on these shows, I know they get to do way more. They're going to do way more stuff.
Yeah,
so
they're gonna let them go. They're gonna let them go crazy, bro. There's no doubt about it. But Dre, this is our season finale, man. We got amazing things going on. The YS6 is awesome. That video package that Bo Dallas had, I think he's definitely showing us. He's definitely showing us that he's ready. There was one point where I forgot what he said, but he said something. Look at me. And I heard Bray in that motherfucker hard, bro. I was like, that Bray right there. And I think that, he's the next person. He's the next person. What up, B? Honorary Oos. What up, bro? I definitely liked it. I think it was the right move. It didn't put them on TV. It showed, Nikki coming out there crawling. Looks like she's kind of the deliverer. And, and they did it during Chad Gable's segment, which is interesting. I think they're playing it, bro. 'Cause I don't really think they got anybody they're really going after. I think they're going after like a multitude of people.
Because what I keep hearing is that they want everyone to come to their world. Bray Wyatt always was like, let me in. And they want to sort of come through, everyone to come to their world. And they're going to take out sort of everybody who didn't believe in them or something like that. But that Bo Dallas promo, I don't think I was expecting that.
Yeah, it was really good.
And it wasn't even Bo Dallas, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was Bo Dallas, but I think that was Taylor Rotunda. That question that he asked him, it just cut deep for everybody, man. How did you feel when your brother died? It was like, hold up, wait a minute, we going there now? We really going there though? Like, okay,
that real life shit.
Yeah, and then
that tie-in, bro.
And he talked about how, man, I wanted to work with him. He's never going to be everything, man. It was just. It was legit, man, and for him to actually be talking to himself in a way, and then for them to be in the Firefly Funhouse, I thought everything was amazing. Mark Henry said one thing real fast.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, how did you feel about that? After sort of massacring the whole locker room or whatnot, and making your impressive debut, and then right after that, you take a picture with a fan at Whataburger. You know, like
Listen, this is the thing, yo. To a degree, I agree with him. To a degree, I agree with him because he is right, especially now, where they are kind of, if you pay attention, like there's some stories that they're doing. They're kind of trying to keep that kayfabe shit alive. Like, you know, they're bringing it into social media. They're trying to kind of expand it again. They're not just doing it like they were. Like, okay, we're in the ring, we're here, and then we'll do whatever you want outside, play video games, do all that shit. They're kind of bringing it back to where they're trying to make the story a little bit more realistic, even on the outside appearance, you know. And I definitely respect that. But at the same time, you know, they caught them all in an opening event, and they all took a picture with the thing. This is a new age, you know. Mark Henry, you come from the old school. I believe what you're saying because there is value in your appearance, especially a new appearance like them. But they are masked characters too. It wasn't like they were outside with their fucking costumes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? If you saw the nigga that played Jason, you know, in Friday the 13th, you saw him out without his hockey mask and you took a picture with somebody. I mean, is that really? I don't know. I don't know if it's the same character. Michael Myers, you know what I'm saying? He was the guy who plays him. I don't know if it's the same context, but I do understand what he's saying because I think it is going to be very necessary for them to continue these stories, like even the fights that they be going back and forth on Twitter and all this shit or whatever. You're going to need to have some of that emotion being dug into these matches that does bring a lot of value to the product, man. So yeah, I agree. I agree to an extent.
Yeah, I do as well. You know, if you ask the Undertaker, I'm pretty sure he agreed 100% as well too. You know, these guys are old school guys where they keep the kayfabe alive. It's more so like, you know, you didn't see the Undertaker out in public. Now since he retired, he got a YouTube channel, he got a podcast, he every fucking way. He doing stand up, TED Talks and everything. So he was a big guy at keeping that kayfabe alive. Like if I'm in character or the character that I present on national television is a dead man, I can't be taking pictures with fans at McDonald's and shit like that. So I do get that, you know. This is supposed to, you know, the debut.
Played a part like an actor.
Played a part. And, you know, the guy I was on the podcast last night with, Edgar, he was like, maybe just signing a picture or something like that would have been great. You know, just signing your autograph or whatnot, you know, and we leave it as that, you know, but we're trying to create something, you know. Hey, but I think a lot of people really took it as, you know, something funny, you know. You just killed everybody and now you want to go eat. Like,
shit, I mean, listen, yo.
I'm hungry.
That is going to be, you know, speaking of that in general, though, that is going to be something that they're going to have to get used to, man. It's going to be something that, you know, and you saw Bray Wyatt, like, you know, not for nothing, but when Bray was doing the Firefly Funhouse and the Fiend shit, he was out still taking pictures with fans and, you know, hugging people and shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to a degree, I get it. It also depends on the character. You know what I mean? If you're a character that's got different personalities and shit, like, it just kind of depends, man. It definitely depends. The old school guys are way more going to be associated with that because their era, it was much easier to kind of be concealed. This era, you could forget about it. Everybody's got a fucking camera in their pocket, up their ass. So it's like, it's a little bit more difficult, but I still definitely believe in the structure of you do have to try your best to try to keep that character as realistic and give him as much realism as possible, because that's your money. That's your money maker, man. That's your shit. That's what's gonna bring all the attention. That's gonna sell you the merch. Like, you know, motherfuckers being genuinely scared to see you on the screen, man. They just gave what's his name, Robert Englund, a damn star, a Hollywood Walk of Fame or whatever. You know, Robert Englund, of course, Freddy Krueger. You know, he's done Freddy Krueger for 30 fucking years. And you know, he's had other characters, but at the end of the day, Freddy Krueger was, you look at Robert Englund, that's Freddy Krueger. So you see him, and because he kept that character alive for so long and so many years, portrayed that figure, motherfucker made millions, bro. Now he's literally, you know, giving notoriety for this shit. So it's important. It's definitely important. But
Definitely.
Dre, man, closing it up, man. We're gonna be not going too much longer. And guys, listen, like Dre said at the beginning, man, for everybody, just we will be back. This is the season finale. Really wish Warren could be here, man. I don't know what happened. I know everybody's got schedules just coming up and summertime and stuff, but we're gonna be back. Right before SummerSlam. It should be that Wednesday. We'll come in and try to do some predictions, talk about what's been going on. But we will be on, our own shows and TikTok and different things all over. But we do have, Money in the Bank coming up. I think Money in the Bank is next weekend. Forbidden Door is this weekend. We got a lot of things to look for. Like this guy right here. Let me tell you something. Their match, Kaiser and fucking Braun Breaker, that match that they had on Monday was phenomenal, man. And I love how they didn't make Braun Breaker just run through Kaiser too, because he's a fucking beast. I remember I called it. I said I would like to see him win Money in the Bank. I ain't gonna even lie, like he's got it, bro.
Yeah, I think after that guy he squashed or killed with the steps though.
Yeah,
I think that's been his last run through match in a way. So I'm loving it. They're really bigging up the Intercontinental Championship picture. We got Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, Ludwig Kaiser,
Sheamus,
Bronson Reed, Ludwig Kaiser. Like they're really bigging it up, and I feel like at Money in the Bank, if nobody interferes, Braun Breaker is winning that title. He's winning the Intercontinental Championship, and that's going to be that. But I'm loving the way they building Braun up, and he's just tearing through everybody though. So
yeah,
I like it. I like it. They got a little focus point of what they're doing.
I don't personally feel like there's enough. I don't feel like there's enough investment yet to have him lose the title yet to Braun Breaker. I'm not saying everything needs like a long journey, but I don't think there's enough of a journey. I think that I think they're building enough to have some kind of interaction, at Money in the Bank, to where, like you just said, like I can right now calling it, I can see Ludwig. It seems like he's kind of put himself in that environment. I can see it being a triple threat. I think that would probably be the most likely. And it also, because Sami Zayn, come on, let's be real. Sami Zayn has definitely got to be put in a position somewhere to get back with the Bloodline picture. I don't think he's going to walk away from that shit. I think he's going to come in. I think he's going to be a surprise. I think he's going to be a super surprise. Like, I might be crazy. If they were smart, they're obviously they're smart. They're killing it. But if they're going up against the whole Judgment Day, the whole Bloodline, to see Sami Zayn walk back in and say, listen, I got your back, Oos, with Jimmy and Jay, and bro, listen, come the fuck on. The crowd will lose their shit, and he needs that relevancy, honestly, like so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't quite. I would hold off on Sammy, getting back on the Bloodline, because there's so much stories there with the Bloodline right now. You just had Jacob Fatu, so now you're gonna have the OG Bloodline. I'm hearing Jimmy is on his way back, and Jay is on Raw. We don't know what's up with Roman just yet. So that's three people right there. Obviously, who's going to be that fourth person that joins them? Because you got Tom Lee, and Solo, and then you got the Samoan Werewolf, and I'm pretty sure The Rock on top of that, who's calling all the Jones. So
there's also their other brother, Hikuleo from New Japan, tall motherfucker. Yeah, he's supposed to be. He's already supposed to be on his way too. I mean, we'll see, bro. I mean, they could do some shit even without Roman. If they did bring Jimmy back and they finally tied Jay, there's no way Jey Uso's not gonna be tied into this shit, yo. There's no fucking way.
To be honest with you, I feel like Roman Reigns in my book, I feel like you can't have a match until you have a match with Seth Rollins first. Like all of this is because of Seth Rollins. Now,
what if Seth joins him though?
Oh, you gonna blow my fucking mind?
Come the fuck on, like. What if he comes? Hey Dre, what if Roman comes back? You know he's gonna be babyface. What if he comes back? I'm sorry, man. I fucked up. I did this. We should be running this together, and then they take on the fucking Bloodline. Come on,
I could see that. Okay, I could see that be a potential build up, but then Seth Rollins kick him in the nuts or something because.
Fuck!
Seth Rollins said, man, last week he said when I came back to be the great, I did everything. I won Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, all that. I'm back to just be the best. And who's been the best for the last 4 years. Roman Reigns. No. And also, Seth Rollins said, okay, now if I don't win this World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank, I don't get the champion, I don't get the challenger for it no more. Then obviously if he wins,
I love that. I love that. That stipulation is fucking great.
Which I feel like Seth is going to lose.
Yeah.
And then it's going to put Seth in a I can't find the right word, but it's going to put him in a situation to where it's like, okay, I'm back to be the best. And Roman, I was the reason that Roman everything crumbled. I feel like they gotta have that matchup, man. And
you right about that. I didn't even think of that shit.
Solo in a bit. We're gonna get to that.
You're absolutely right. I can see something like that. Listen, bro. Either way, if they did do something, they had the match and then they came back together, whatever. If they came back together and they took on the Bloodline, they kicked ass, and Roman did Rock, and Seth was there, and then Seth flipped on him, and then they just do a finale, and then they just getting ready to send off. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys gotta be on their way to the lights, man. I'm not trying to establish nobody's careers, but I'm just saying, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, these motherfuckers have been going strong for 13 years, man. I mean, if you look at anybody, Stone Cold, The Rock, I mean, these guys had what 6-7 years in the business.
Yeah. It's
as far as in WWE.
But, because back in the days, a lot of guys who were on top, like how you mentioned, The Rock, Stone Cold, they were on top for maybe 4, 5, 6 years. And then
Cena was like the longest one.
Yes, he was the longest. Cena and Randy Orton.
Yeah, and Randy.
Cena and Randy, it's been around for like 20-something years in the WWE. Yeah. Besides the Undertaker, maybe, but
there's a couple of people who's been rocking for a while, but like you said, majority, like the guys, the big names, even Kane in and out. They had their runs every now and then, but for the majority guys, like they come in and they stay usually about 10 years, man, max. Where they're really, really killing it strong, and then after that, it's kind of just like it's a little all over. But there's a lot of story. I mean, you just saying that one thing right there for me. Just including Seth. I didn't even think about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, another potential. I could see fucking Roman, Seth, Sammy, Jimmy, and Jay going up against the brand new fucking Bloodline. And I could see it going crazy. And then The Rock comes, and The Rock's like, I'm the one who orchestrated this shit. Oh, yeah, you did? And then, bam, Roman and The Rock at Mania. And, I mean, the storyline is fucking incredible, bro. You could have, Jimmy and Jay versus whoever. Like, it's going to last a while. It's a lot of content. The question is, what the fuck are they going to do when it's over? Because it ain't going to pass the old. I can't see this shit going past WrestleMania.
What, this Bloodline story?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way it's going past WrestleMania.
Bro, this Bloodline story
forever?
Can go on for another. I don't know about forever.
5 years?
This Bloodline story can go on for a while now because then, obviously the Usos, they're gonna always like be tied to the Bloodline. Roman is a guy who's gonna go off to do Hollywood or whatever, and then you bringing in guys like Solo, Tomalo, Jacob Fatu, and those guys just in itself are going to be with the company for a while. They could be with the new Bloodline, and but they got to take down the OG Bloodline to be the new Bloodline, especially if they're gonna be here for some time. And even like I said, you still got the Usos. They can join. They can be the dominant faction you ever seen. So it can go on for some time, though.
I would still love to see the YS6 versus the Bloodline, bro. I was calling that shit.
I don't know about
when
that.
I first started hearing it.
That. Yeah,
I was like, I know I said it at one point.
I want to see that shit. Neither one of them lose, though.
I know. Yeah, not no time soon. But
see, if you thinking of like, I remember the Wyatts versus the Shield. Now that was crazy.
Greatness.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, they had some epic matches, man. Yeah, bro, Dre, man, this has been a great one, bro. I mean, definitely enjoyed the convo. It definitely always great. Hey, Commission Talks fans, Commission Talks in general. I know this show has been going on for a long time. I definitely want to say thank you for these last 6 months. It's been incredible coming on here every Wednesday with you guys. And talking wrestling, man. And listen, I cannot wait till we get back at it. We're gonna enjoy our break, but this is growing. Like I said at the beginning of the show here, if you guys have anything that you're looking to market, we're definitely opening our doors to showing some sponsorships for people, what you're doing, even what I'm saying. Definitely send us some information, and we're gonna put you out there, man. Put it on our background, whatever we got to do to get you seen. We trying to, hit that market at this point. But follow us on TikTok. No doubt we got a lot of content coming. Definitely make sure you stay tuned tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. We coming back with Straight Through the Roast Wrestle Talk. We're going to be talking pretty much like the same shit, man. It's going to be what's been going on, what we see in the future, and where we're going and what we're doing. All of that good shit, yo. Dre, man, what you got in closing, bro?
Hey man, this has been awesome, man. Definitely can't wait to come back and chat more wrestling with you guys. The 11:30 podcast show had my guy Brian B on. Awesome conversation.
Awesome show. Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. The podcast show will be back this fall. Beyond 11:30 is around the corner. And Talk Pro Wrestling, man, we're going strong with it, man. So new episode this Saturday. And yeah, man, for real. Just trying to get some things together, man. Especially.
Yeah. Doing well, man. Doing well. Everybody's doing big things. I mean, if you're anything like me, you can't wait. We got a lot of stuff coming as far as with the holidays too. I cannot wait to do this Halloween special. I'm gearing up for it like now. I'm not lying. I'm really trying to get into the production and shit like that. I want to make some movies at this point. I just want to have some fun, bro. Like, single movies, whatever, like literally.
Yeah. Like when you got that mindset, man, like in my mind, man, I got a couple of movie scripts I want to get down.
Shit, let's go,
and
Dre.
I wrote a script though. I don't have the computer no more, and I'm so upset. I remember the movie name and everything, and mostly what I was writing, but I got these movie scripts that I want to put together, man, and I think they would be awesome, man.
Man, let's talk, bro. Yeah, we need to talk because I'm definitely that mindset. I wrote my first movie when I was in, I think it was like 7th or 8th grade. It was right after How High came out with Method Man and Redman, and I wrote a movie called Different Locations. And it was kind of the similar, similar kind of, thing where you had like two best friends and they get up on some money and they grow up together and, just kind of move from the hood into the what's it called? And but it was funny. It had a lot of funny parts in it. It was a part with like a mailman and he delivers the wrong package to the wrong house and the guy throws it to the other guy's house. I was writing this shit when I was in 7th grade, yo. But I got a lot of different stuff like that. And like you said, bro, it's just kind of it's time to start following your passions. You know what I mean? More than anything.
I don't want to put too much out there because I don't want nobody to steal my idea, though. But even if they steal it, though, I don't think they're going to make it probably like my vision is.
Yep, it ain't true.
But, yeah, it's basically this movie script I got, sort of written down and everything in my mind, though. But I ain't write it, the actual script, but I know how I want it to go, though. And the name of it is called The Woman or the Girl of My Dreams, though. Something to that effect. It's like, you go to sleep every night, man. He go to sleep every night, and he sees this one lady in his dream, man. And he always be having dreams about it. He got a family, he got everything, bro. And he's just like, bro, who the fuck is this lady, bro? You feel me? And then they started, have some type of relationship or whatever the case was. Realize, like, in the midst of, him trying to know this lady or know this woman, he gets awakening. He wakes up and realize it was all a dream though. But it's deep though. It's deep. It's real deep. Though.
Listen, bro,
man.
I'm down.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see a good depiction of like movie storytelling and stuff like that, it's funny, but it's kind of like some real shit too. Like it'll just give you like just how fast some shit can get picked up by you or for you or from you. But if you watch the show Louis, I've talked about Louis a bunch of times. Louis C.K., he's a comedian. He does a show on FX. He had a show on FX. And I think it's like season 2 or season 3. He goes and he's, in a writing board where they're writing for like a movie script and shit like that. And Louis he's standing up and he's like the oddball. He's like, they're giving all these stupid ideas for movies and shit. And he's standing there like, well, what if he never did that? And everybody turns around and looks at him like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, what if he doesn't do this? And they're like, well, what would he do? I don't know. Maybe he just goes back to sleep. And everybody's like, holy shit. Like, and you see like the engagement because nobody thought of it. So it was like his ideas just started changing the whole movie. And they were like, what the fuck? And you see it. And you see his engagement. And then the lady comes and talks to him. And he's like, yeah, I got some ideas for movies. And he starts talking to her. And as soon as he starts talking, she loses interest and leaves. So it's like the depiction of like, like that kind of environment it was like in that one scene was like perfect, bro. Because that's really how it is. Your idea, what you have, can take you to the fucking moon, bro. You don't know what you're sitting on. I was just telling fucking Tiff, like, yo, she does these videos and stuff like that, and a lot of times she'll come to me and be like, oh, I don't think nobody's gonna watch this shit. Like, bro, just do it. You never know what's gonna hit, man. You never know.
And
I
be having these ideas, because of how my hands are. I be needing, more so like a body, like a accessible tripod to do everything. And I know how I want to do the camera angles, everything, put it together, all of that, man. Like,
Dre, listen.
but just got to get a team, man, and do it.
Yeah, I wish you was fucking closer to me, bro. I'd bring your ass to this house right here. I'm telling you, man. I can't wait to show you guys, by the time we get done, because my Wednesdays being back now are definitely going to be, I'm going to be busting my ass. Like this time right now, I'll be getting off of work, or hopefully, working Beeline again. I won't have to worry about work anymore. And then I'll just be getting this shit. I can't wait to show you guys the finished studio. Me and the kids were in there cleaning it yesterday. If I could just take this thing off the tripod, I would just run in there and show you guys right now. But listen, yo, we're gonna do amazing things, Dre, and we're gonna keep going. But Commission Talks will be back, guys, to the end of July, right before SummerSlam. Warren, if you're watching, bro, we definitely hope everything's good. I know you got your kids. You're having a great summer with your kids all together, probably wilding out, having fun. And Warren will be back as well. This is his brainchild. And we just living in it. But STR tonight, guys. Stay tuned. And if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Dre on Wheels at the 1130 podcast on YouTube, baby. And make sure you subscribe to Brian B as well. Go head over to www.thebeeline.com. No, I'm saying it completely wrong. Don't do that. Here, let me show you. The Beeline Entertainment LLC. .com. Don't forget that dash in there. It's a little long, but it's the exact words you need. Grab the merch, grab the editing services, whatever you need, and we're going to have a whole lot more coming to that website soon. Dre on Wheels and Brian B. will see you at the end of July on Commission Talks. Dre, we out, bro.
Hey,
Peace out, brother.